The authors that brought us the brilliant anime known as Rent a Girlfriend. He's done it again, guys, by creating this controversial anime. And I'll be honest with you guys, it doesn't really feel like there's a lot of tension. It doesn't really feel as if, you know, it's that serious. Well, not yet at least. Um so just to get you guys on the same page, this anime just came out, but of course this video might come out a little bit later. This anime is called the Shunji Family Children. All right, so I'm gonna read the synopsis straight from the Yen Press, but of course my name is. He just copied and pasted it. Small rewrite will probably get around to it and make a new summary slash synopsis. The love between brother and sister. So you can already see here, guys, that this is a very taboo topic, and I'll let you guys know why it's even more taboo when it comes to these five sisters and two brothers, right? The love between brother and sister, love between man and woman. That which is most forbidden is most unyielding. The two sons and five daughters of the Shiunji family shine like brilliant gems, each with intelligence and beauty in equal measure, and with the pedigree of their wealthy father behind them. How could they not be the talk of the town? Eldest son Arata has spent his life being tossed around by the whims of his colorful sisters. Yet, a little teasing won't stop him from valuing his family over anything and anyone else. Now keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. But when his youngest sister turns 15, their father reveals a long hidden secret of the Shiunji siblings, quote unquote siblings, alright? And knocks Arita's roles off his axis. Now, like I said, guys, it really didn't feel that deep episode, in the first episode. Even when they revealed, their dad revealed that they were actually siblings and they weren't blood related, other than the green haired girl and the white haired boy. They were actually siblings, blood related. But it just didn't really, I just didn't really feel that weight, because when they had a serious talk, okay, so right here, this is just the intros. We're get to know them. So right here, they know their siblings. They feel right, like for 15 years, guys. Look, even here, you read it. You read it right here. They've bathed together when they were young, guys. This is how close they were as siblings for 15 years. So you said, come on, we're twins. We're 2 and 1, right? So they really do feel like they're actually siblings. They really don't, like, it's like, just look at your brothers and sisters right now. If you guys got siblings, just look at them. That's how they feel right now, before the whole celebration of the younger sister that turned 15. Her name is Kotono. Kotono. So just imagine it. So just imagine that, guys. You look at your brothers and sisters right now. You guys feel like you're blood related. You guys have the same parents, right? So this is the dilemma right here. This is what truly makes it taboo. It's the fact that they've known each other for 15 years. That's what makes this crazy. But in the back of my head, I'm not that worried. Other than Kotono, right here, Kotono, she's the only one who's actually said that she likes her older brother. But it could be like a family kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So, there's that. It doesn't really feel that serious. You can see here, she's looking at her brother's pictures, when they were all in a family picture. Right here, you can see her blushing. So this has me maybe just, a little bit worried. But she's still young, she's still young. She doesn't know what she wants in life. She really doesn't know much about relationships. And we really don't know her experience when it comes to relationships. So this could all just be a misunderstanding, or maybe I'm reading too deep. Maybe she actually does like him, but anyways, I really don't think she actually does like him like that. You know what I'm saying? That's her older bro. They've known each other as siblings. And right here, you can see they get dressed up for their family meal to celebrate Kotono. Right? So there's a lot to, so let me just try to get my point through here. There's just a lot to go through because there's just so many characters, and these characters are just extremely well done. The author of Rent a Girlfriend just done such a good job putting these characters together. And even though it does remind me of the quintessential quintuplets, it's just so much easier that they have different hair colors. They're not actual twins, So here later on, within all this debacle, this is why I'm not that worried. You know, they find out that they're siblings, but right here they have a very serious sit down. You know, they're all right here, they're standing around after this news, and right here they're like, they're talking amongst each other and saying, you know what, it's not that deep, guys. You know, we've known each other for 15 years and we just see each other as family. So they say, so they're all in agreement, guys. They're all in agreement that they really don't see each other as nothing but family. So to me, it just doesn't feel like that big of a deal because they don't have to choose someone from their family to date. You know, they don't really have to get in a relationship because there's so many, like there's billions out there, guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why their older brother, because I think this is going to be more about him other than the younger brother. You know, I think it's going to be more about him and his relationships with Kotono. You know, right here. Because they really go hard on this whole debacle of her confessing to her brother. And even towards the end of the episode, she, you know, it's a really risky scene, guys. I'm not really going to show it. Or I might just show like a quick glimpse and then just end the video. But yeah. So they're talking amongst each other and they're like, guys, it's not that big of a deal. He could have chosen a better time to tell us. You know, but at the end of the day, we're all siblings. And it's not like we don't see each other as siblings anymore than we did prior to their dad telling them that they're not actual blood related. And it's reiterated over and over and over again. It's like beating a dead horse. Right here, the older sister, you know, she's the cool, calm, and composed one. She's the one who said that. And then everyone here is just like, haha, you're right. There's nothing to really... See, look, but I can't think of you as anything but my siblings. Right there, guys. You see it right there for yourselves. She really doesn't see... And I believe everybody else is on the same page, other than maybe Kotono. But she's like the youngest, so her feelings, you know, they're not really as warranted. She's not as mature. She's not as composed. You know what I'm saying? And she does look up to her older brother, but who doesn't? You know, like you can see here, he has a really good stature. He seems pretty stoic, and seems like a really cool guy all around. But of course, I'm gonna just show you really quickly what happened at the end. But I'm gonna try to do this very, you know, stealthy. You know, so right here, he's getting ready for a shower. You know, pause right here, and then boom, boom, right there. They catch each other, and this is after they find out they're no longer blood related. And right here, you can see they're having a little chatter right here. And as he turns around, she inevitably, and then right here, they're talking about their whole debacle again. And then right here, towards the end, she gives them a hug. Guys, this is crazy, man. Like, I can, like, bruh. This was wild. This is what is making this extremely controversial, guys. So, what do you guys think? Like, this is just, to me, it's just wild, to be honest with you, because they've known each other for 15 years, and I'm already beating the dead horse by saying that again. But anyways, that's all I really had to say. I really don't think any of them, I honestly, in the back of my head, I don't think any of them will actually get in a relationship. But who knows? This, you know, the author's the guy from Rent a Girlfriend. He knows what he's doing, guys. But that is all, guys. Peace.